Hey guys, hope you're well. So in today's video I want to show you how you can actually add custom sounds to your Radiomaster. It's actually really cool. I've just done a couple of tests and I really liked it, so I thought I'm going to show you how to do this. And the great thing is you don't need to download anything special. You could literally just do it on your laptop using free tools. So if I go into my MDL here, I go to my special functions. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go into my sys, and basically I've gone into sys and I go to sounds, and in the en, so that's my en folder, this is where you have all your sounds, so like flight mode 1, flight mode 2, you know, throttle hold, throttle active, all that sort of stuff. And basically here I've done two, so I've done this one. So if I click on it and click play,
let's get flying.
It says let's get flying, and I've got this one.
Crank that head speed up.
Crank that head speed up. So it's quite cool, and obviously you could assign these two switches. So currently I have this assigned over here.
Crank that head speed up.
Okay, so this switch.
Crank that head speed up.
Yeah, so this is just a test to show you how to do this. But yeah, it's really easy, it's really cool. You could basically do anything you want and assign it here, which is pretty cool. So yeah, let me show you how to do that. Okay, so I'm in this website, luv.voice.com, and it's basically a text-to-speech website. So here you write your text. So I'm going to say, what are you waiting for? Let's fly. So I'm going to write that. Now here you have different voices that you could choose from, and I've just gone for Jenny, which is fine. Then all you do is you click generate.
What are you waiting for? Let's fly.
Okay, now you can hear it here again if you want.
What are you waiting for? Let's fly.
And then all we're going to do now is just click download. So it's going to download, and if I go to my downloads folder, I refresh, so I've got this download here, so I can play it.
What are you waiting for? Let's fly.
But it's in the wrong format, it's an MP3. Now it has to be a WAV file. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rename this. I'm going to rename it one. I believe the most you could have is 6 characters. So I'm just going to rename it that. What are you waiting for? Okay, so that's what I've done. And then I'm going to go to this other website. Okay, so it's www.freeconvert.com /download, and in here I'm going to say convert more. I'm going to choose my file from device. That's the file I want. I'm going to click open, and then I'm going to say I'm going to output. So I'm going to go to output. I'm going to select wave. Okay, but the most important thing is it has to be the right wave format. If you simply select wave and click convert, it's not going to work. So the things that are really important, you have to click on here, and instead of this codec, instead of having it on automatic, we're going to go and say it has to be on 16-bit. Okay, so this is very important. So we go to 16-bit over here, and then here it has to be on 32,000 hertz. So these two settings are crucial. If you don't get these settings right, it's not going to play on your Radiomaster TX16S, or I believe on any EdgeTX anyway. So these two are very important settings. So we're going to do that a bit. And the other thing I like to do is adjust the volume to 300, so we get a nice loud volume. Because the Radiomaster's volume is quite low anyway, so it's good to crank this up. So I'm going to say apply settings, then I'm going to say convert, and then I'm going to say download. Okay, so now I've got this file over here. I'm going to copy that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do another copy of it. I'm going to say Control V. I'm going to show you something quite cool in a second. And I'm going to rename that one Hello. And you'll see why in a minute. So let's put both of these in. So I've got my Radiomaster plugged in, so you can see it there. The reason I've called it Hello is because if you go into your sounds, okay, so we've gone into our sounds folder, so we'll start at the beginning there, go into our sounds, go into our EN. Now I'm going to grab my wave file and put it in here. So I've got, if I refresh, I've got another wave file there. That's the one we want.
What are you waiting for? Let's fly.
But also in our system, there's a file called hello. And this is the file that when you first switch your Radiomaster on the transmitter, it plays the welcome to EdgeTX. That's basically the file, and it has to be called hello. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to rename this to hello underscore orig, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to grab this hello and I'm going to chuck it in here. So now what it should do is when we switch it on our Radiomaster, it should play this
What are
file.
you waiting for? Let's fly.
Okay, so let's have a look now. Okay, so now we're back to our Radiomaster, and I just want to show you, if I click on sys, go to my SD card, and let's scroll down to sounds, and then go to EN, you should now see my 1WWF. So if I click on that, click again, click play.
What are you waiting for? Let's fly.
Sound is there, so we could then use that sound and assign it to any switch. Okay, so just to show you how to assign it to a switch very quickly, I'm going to go to MDL, I'm going to go to special functions. I already have a special function at the bottom, so you go into here, go into edit or add a new one, select your switch. We could change that to this. Okay, and now if I press my switch there.
What are you waiting for? Let's fly.
Okay, and that's basically how you do it. Super cool. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to completely switch this off, and because we changed or changed the name to hello and put it in the sys, it should pick that up now when we switch our transmitter on. So instead of getting the standard welcome to EdgeTX, we should get the what are you waiting for, let's fly.
What are you waiting for? Let's fly.
So here you have it, guys. It's super cool. I really like it. I'm going to be adding a lot of my own sounds and a lot of my own kind of voices, etc. So yeah, I thought I'd show you this. It's completely free. It's really easy to do and really cool. So hopefully you've enjoyed it and learned something new, and have a nice day.